Greetings, this is Sandrea from Sandrea's Monthly Musings. And this will be recording for the month of May 2017. But before we begin, join me in just taking a breath in through the nose and out through the mouth, and let everything go down to the soles of your feet. Another breath in through the nose. And one more breath. A finger of God sets the stage for this month of May, making it a time to pray and play, says Jupiter in Libra, Neptune in Pisces, and the Sun in Taurus. What do they all have in common? They all have a special relationship with love. Jupiter, because it's now hosting the sign of Libra. And Venus, because her ruler is Venus, the ruler of love. And Neptune in Pisces, well, Neptune is a planet where Venus is exalted, where love is exalted in its highest divinity. So the first 3 days of this month, we are blessed by what is called the finger of God. It's also known as a yod by some and a yod by others. But it's a special configuration of 150 degrees, connection to like a point. It's like, kind of like it looks like an arrow, like a finger. So we would be wise to use that time, the beginning of the month, to frequently go into the space of nothingness. This is a time for, it's a month of May, it's a month of Taurus, and yes, Taurus rules things like finances and all that stuff. Taurus, when you align Taurus with the Tarot, that's key 5, the Hierophant. That's telling you that you are the Pope in your world. You are the one who makes that connection to the Holy Son within, the Holy God within. And the highest aspect of Taurus is being connected with our third eye, our eye of God. Our willingness to see life through that view, rather than seeing it through the old you and seeing it through the opinionated and the egoic you. When you aim to ask to be elevated up, to seeing things from a place of oneness and trueness, and when we're looking just from our earthly eyes, it's like an elephant that's crawling up an ant that's crawling up the leg of an elephant, and it really has no sense of where it is at, because it can't see the whole picture. All it can see are these little crinkly bumps as it's climbing to God knows, only knows where. So, this is a month that really you want to start each and every day with letting go of the old so the new can grow. Taurus is a fertile sign. It's an earth sign. It's a sign of infinite possibilities when we're looking at it through its highest aspect. And why not look at it through the highest aspect? So that key in the Tarot, the 5th key of Taurus, it's a reminder of us to not allow ourselves to have limiting thoughts and beliefs. The words are far too powerful for us to consider, to stay in that vein. So, it's, in Tarot, that Taurus is to elevate us to our divine love. That place of our love where we are willing to be just like that sun and shine our love on everything and everyone without exception, enemies included. So Venus overhead, in the heavens overhead, is traveling through the I am sign of Aries. Yes. It's the sign of newness and boldness and adventure and daringness and pioneering and taking on a whole new point of view of things. So Venus has just recovered from her retrograde or backward appearing motion. She's now going forward. Therefore, many of us have new values that we are ready to choose to pursue. It's a grand time now and Mars is in the mind sign of Gemini, making this a grand time to start new projects. If you've got visions and dreams rolling around in that magnificent mind of yours, be sure and immediately take an action step and immediately set something, some kind of plan into motion. The plan could be as simply that each day I will take one step. I will do one thing. I will call and ask for help to know what is the best one thing I can do to bring through my dream, my passion, my vision that may very well likely have been given you during Venus's retrograde. So, it's a great month, as I said, to start new beginnings, but especially after the 10th. Why the 10th? Well, last month's article, I talked about the nodes, and if you didn't read that, you may want to review it, because I'm not going to go over again what they are. Just that they have changed from that Virgo sign of health and getting the affairs in orders and, dissecting things and getting everything straight in your life. It's moving to the sign of Leo, sign of leadership, a sign of play and creativity and love. The ancients have told us that Leo is the sign by which we are meant to live our life revolving around. Our life is not to revolve around Taurus and money and business. No, our life is meant to revolve around art and love and creative play. And wouldn't this be a different world if all of our leaders came armed with tubas and trumpets and drums tucked right under their arms? And yay! The comedian comes out to play. And we all dance around the maypole instead of donning our guns and rifles. I mean, my goodness. So, this is a time for us to take charge of our domain. Now again, as I said, Mars is going in the mind sign of Gemini. It's a good time to be a detective and see where our mind may have been hacked by these commercials that we've watched, or movies, things that are entrained and trapped in movies. Did you know that there are people that gather together in groups to try and influence our dream state, to get us to think a certain way, so that we're easily controllable. And once we're controllable, then we are enslavable. And you can't get free if you don't know you're in slavery. So this is a time to investigate. Investigate your own mind. Look for any hidden places where you have been, hijacked. And there's nothing to worry about. You don't need to worry. You get to keep on being happy, because Taurus time is about harnessing your divine mind, and your divine mind is full of these heroic powers to deal with anything and everything. There's never a reason to be victim to anything. Ask and you shall receive. That's what the good book says. And I have tested that specifically in my own life, and I have found that to be true. The minute I get my head out of the sand of victimhood and decide that, wait a minute, help, show me, lift me, align me. And the minute I do that, magical things begin to happen in my life. Our mind is so powerful, it can let your soul through, and it can let the magic through, or it can dam it all up. It can imprison you. It's all about the choices that you make. So, it's a time to reclaim your autonomy and your authority. It's time to rewrite your script, write it darn quick, write it true and new, according to the divine, authentic, unique you. And don't worry about it if you feel like you've been disconnected from it. Just let everything go. Ask to be aligned with your soul, with your wholeness. Ask. So that Mars and Gemini that I've been talking about, it's a sign of connecting, teaching, and learning. And according to Alice Bailey, who is a very popular theosophist and really brilliant, she channeled through this incredible being, and the works are brilliant. But according to Alice Bailey, she says the key to our time is in the sign of Gemini. Ponder that for a moment. Ponder what that sign means. Read up on it. See what that sign means. And see why, for yourself, why that is so. With Alice Bailey, I never take her and try to regurgitate her through my personality kind of mind. No, I let it sit there and let it percolate until I have these aha moments, until it's given to me what it actually means. It's quite brilliant. So this is a time with, yes, it's the month of May, but Mars is activating the sign of Gemini, and this is a time to teach what you most want to learn. Take classes, investigate new realms, new passions, new ideas. Let go of your hold on the old. How can the new get through if you're there, carrying on the old traditions of your ancestors and this and that? And it isn't like you don't value your ancestors, but even they are growing and changing on the other side of the veil. They are not the same as they were when they were here on earth. My ancestors certainly aren't. When they come in, wow, they keep getting huger and huger and grander and grander. And, I believe it's the same for all of us. So, since the month of May is a time to pray and play, why not cultivate your capacity to utilize your audacity and ask for that which your soul most wants and needs? Ask for magic. Ask for the miraculous. Ask to be beamed up into your highest frequency, your highest version of your unique you. There's no other you like you on planet Earth. Ask for your help. Ask for help to stay in constant communication with your highest source. Now that's what I have to say about the month of May. As I said, the month of May is a time to pray and play and extend your love. It's a powerful time for newness. So why not? Why not ask to be beamed up into your highest frequency? Why not ask, have the audacity to ask to be the highest version you can be? Why not make your astrological alchemy appointment with me? You know that my services are as low as $35 for a question and answer call. And there's different ranges all the way through for your contributions, and no one has ever turned away for lack of pay. And the highest offering at this point is $350, which includes an in-depth view of what's going on with you, which includes your soul cycle, and an astrocartography assessment of your place of residency. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to my glossary page on my website, influencerstars.com. You know, find out what a soul cycle is, and what an astrocartography is, and how it can benefit you. Now, I do not get these newsletters and this video up on YouTube by myself alone. I am technology challenged. I have a computer guide on my payroll. So, if these monthly musings are blessing your soul, please press a link to a PayPal button and make a contribution. That would be greatly appreciated. And again, if you don't wish to, what I give you is given freely from my heart to yours. Thank you again for joining. And if you're on YouTube, you may want to press that like button or make a comment down below. Thank you so much for joining me. Aho, dance, sing, play in the flow. Ashe. Let the magic of love guide your way.